Hello, Pisces, as I plop down in my chair. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Pisces, I think that you guys may be finding something that went missing. Okay? So if they're just, FYI, collective T, okay? If there have been, I'm getting missing children, there could be something that's happening in the near future where there's some missing children that are found or something. I'm getting something missing is found. So I feel like this is not only happening in your personal life or when it comes to your personal situations, but I also feel like it's happening in the collective as well. Okay. So I'm getting missing children are being found. They're going to find missing children. They're going to find, I don't know, hell, maybe the government is going to find missing money. They're going to find out who's been embezzling and doing all this other stuff. This could be about trafficking as well. Because remember when I told you guys I moved and I couldn't find my WTF deck. So I opened up a new one from the stock. But guess what? Oh. You know what? I don't want to get the thing linty. But I found it. This is our tried and true. The one that's been broken in. Very interesting. We found it. And then I also found this deck, which was, I knew I had it together. I knew they were both together. But the Shadow Side and the Dark Night of the Soul Oracles that I blended the decks from. And just for you guys, I think somebody asked me what decks I use, child. I don't know. This Shadow Side Oracle, the Dark Side Oracle, the Scoop Deck 1, the Scoop Deck 2, the Life Oracle cards, and the What's the 411, in addition to the, not these, but the Scan and the Scene deck that's blended together with these. All of those decks right here are from a creator that was at one point called Southern Mystic Tarot. I don't know if she still reads cards. I don't know if she's still doing tarot. I don't know if she still makes these decks. I don't know if you can still purchase them. I don't have any affiliation with Southern Mystic Tarot. So if you go and look her up and you don't like what she's doing, I don't have any affiliation with her as an individual. I don't know her as a person. All I know is that she was making some fire decks when I started reading cards. So I purchased them. Okay. That's as far as that goes. I don't wish any ill will towards her as a person or as a content creator. I wish her all of the best in all of her endeavors. And success be to everyone. Okay, that's all I want. I just want peace. I don't want problems. But I know a lot of you guys were asking me what decks I use or what's the name of the deck. I don't know. Because some of them I was getting from a website where you make cards, you make your own deck. That's where I bought a few of her decks from. I also bought some of them off Etsy. This Healing Heart Journey Oracle deck, I think, is off Etsy as well. The Maruka X cards where we get those decks are off Etsy as well. I also have the Maruka X Love cards. I have a bunch of Maruka X decks. Some of them are a little dark, so I don't be using all of them. But yeah, most of them are off Etsy or they are Southern Mystic Tarot's decks along with the name brand decks that we use. I also got these off of Etsy, which are Actions and Answers Oracle mixed in with the Motives and Intentions Oracle. I like to mix decks. When I go to restaurants or fast food joints or places where you can get your own drink, I mix my drinks. I like to have a bunch of different flavors and I mix things together. We real mixy. Not too mixy though. Okay. But that's where I got a majority of these decks from. Just so you guys know, most of the decks I get are either off Amazon, Etsy, or someone's particular website, or people send me decks as well. You know what deck we haven't used in a long time? Somebody sent me this deck. I forgot who it was. I think her name was Kristen or Christy. I'm sorry if you're watching and I pronounced your name wrong. I apologize. We had this Soulscapes deck. We can look at that as well. But I'm telling you guys right now. This is Christy's deck. I think her name, Christina Ambrosia. Yeah, she sent me that deck. There are going to be some missing children found, or there's going to be something that was missing that was found. I don't know if this is children. I don't know if this is money. I don't know if this is missiles and weaponry and artillery. I don't know if this is land that pops up in the ocean randomly that was underneath the water and we couldn't see it, but then it pops up to the surface, like on some of these islands. Okay, there could be an island that pops up. But there was something that's missing. This could be something that went into the Bermuda fucking Triangle. Y'all know that show. I can't remember what that show was called, but we were talking about it a long time ago. And it was a show where basically the plane goes through the Bermuda Triangle and the people on the plane are missing for like a year. And then all of a sudden the plane lands at the airport and they're wondering why everybody's looking at them crazy because they don't know they've been gone for a year. But then weird stuff starts happening and they get all these powers. And, you know, I don't know because I didn't finish the series, but I remember there was a series about that. Okay. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. And I'm not going to doubt what I believe because that's a bad idea for me. Okay. Spirit has showed me and told me and, you know, expressed to me several times that I don't need to doubt what I believe. So if you start hearing stories about we found a missing child and the child might have been gone for years, they might be grown now. Okay. And I know that there were some stories about missing artillery and missiles and stuff like that, or missing like bombs and stuff like that. They're going to find some stuff. This stuff is being found. We locating the missing things. So if you lose your keys this week, you going to find them. Okay. Just let them turn back up. Just sit your ass down because wherever you was trying to go, Spirit said you can't go right now. Okay. If you lose your remote to your TV, they trying to tell you turn off the goddamn TV. It ain't the time to watch. Just like with these cards, they went missing because I wasn't supposed to use specifically those. Okay. And maybe now I'm supposed to use them. So that's what we gonna do. And I hope you guys are doing well. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. All right. Get in the comments. Let me know if the reading resonates. Or get in the comments and share anything that you want to share with your fellow Pisces about the messages that we talk about. Anything that you feel comfortable sharing on the internet. Feel free to do so. Okay. Thank you to everyone who came to the live on Friday night, and possibly on Sunday evening. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it because I'm filming this on Sunday a little bit in the afternoon and I got things to do eventually. So thank you for all of you guys who support the live. Okay. I'm tired of making things complicated. We're going to make things simple. And that's just what we're going to do. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Also, if you want to check out anything else that I do on this here platform or any other platforms, check out the LINKTREE, you guys. It's real cute. Okay. If you do book a reading, be sure that you read the frequently asked questions or information section, because I give you guys everything that you need to know about the reading. There is nothing that you need to know other than what is on there on the reading. Okay. I try to make it as easy as I can for you guys to work it out. And if you want to book, I definitely suggest that you only book if you have the resources to book. Please do not book a reading with me if you are on your last dime and you trying to book. Well, I know I ain't got no money, but I really need this question answered. No, the fuck you don't. Your spirit team is telling you the answer. You just don't want to listen. So I'm going to save you some money. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. I should want your money, right? No, I don't want you to be broke. But if you do have the money and you want to book, stop being scary. The only reason you ain't done it yet is because you afraid of what I'm going to say. Because you know you ain't been listening, bitch. No. I'm just playing. But we're going to get into it, you guys. I know I be giving you these long intros sometimes. But we got to do what we got to do. Okay? And if it irks you, then I just may not be the reader for you. Thank you to all my members and moderators and subscribers. Shout out to all the new members. Shout out to all the existing members, the members who rejoined, and the members who never left. I just heard back and I'm better. So whatever is missing that's going to be found is going to come back, and it's going to be better when it comes back. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about somebody from your past. Okay? I'm talking about if we bring back, I don't know. Shit, I was about to say the Soul Train line, but I don't think that ever went nowhere. Teachings popped out. But no, if it comes back, it's going to be better, like, the second time around. Like, I don't know. It's going to be better. But, I don't think this talking about a person, y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? Like, we gonna bring back block parties. Not Freaknik, though. That needs to stay where it's at. In the past. But, if, maybe there's an establishment that you guys really enjoy going to in your community and they had to shut it down. It may come back because you were missing it. Okay. You also need to be aware that if you are thinking about someone, if you're missing someone, if someone is on your mind, they will come back. But the question is are they really something or someone that you need to invest your time and energy in? And I feel like part of what's going on right now with this whole situation is a test. And if there are children that are missing or children that are being trafficked, I feel like if they do come back, it might be a double-edged sword because we might be finding out what the fuck really going on. And that might be a little bit jarring for some of you. It's like, yeah, we happy they back, but this just confirms all of the dark, deep-seated tomfoolery and malarkey and hoopla that's been going on behind the scenes that nobody wants to actually address or acknowledge is there, even though we all can sense it and we feel it and we know it. It's like sleeping on a mattress that's lumpy. Because you need to sleep. You don't want to pay attention to the lumps. But you know they there. So for those of you who like to be in denial and be wrapped in your illusions and you're really wrapped, this may not be a good week for y'all. This time right here that we entering into may not be very pleasant. Because spirit is snapping your ass out of it. Wake up, bitch. What did I used to tell y'all? Should have had a V8, bitch. Bop, bop, bop. Should have had a fucking V8. I'm gonna get my stuff together. Okay. So let's see. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God. For Pisces. Ooh, her boobies. Her boobies and everything. Unfurl. Fall in love with your wild, okay? So it says, whatever your wild is, however it looks, stripping off old stories, dancing in the buff at the base of 100-year-old tree, getting intimate with deep wounds and shadow selves, unfurl the magic, powerful and potent. Maiden, midwife, medicine woman, barefoot and brazen, elements embodied, spellcasters, truth speakers, shapeshifters, alchemists. She is everywhere and nowhere, elusive, unable to be caught. She is you. This is not time for taming. Ooh. Listen. You get what I'm saying? I came up out the gate in this reading and there was a lot being said. And I thought about it for a minute like, dang, should I talk about the bombs that went missing and can't nobody find them and all this money that just be vanishing and all this other stuff? Should I really talk about that? Should I? Ooh, and then teaching, which is what fell out. Interesting. I thought to myself, now I might get, I don't know. The video might not be pushed because I'm talking about it. Guess what? I'm so sick of these folks manipulating and gaslighting and breadcrumbing and, just victimizing all of us. Just fooling with us and messing with our head. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. I've been sick of it. Y'all know that. Been sick of it. Y'all know that. Because I've been this way since the one day. The zero. I don't like when people play in my face. I ain't never have. So I've learned how to be a little bit more demure about it. A little bit. Very little. But I still don't like it. I've learned that sometimes battles need to be chosen a little bit. But I still don't like it. Okay. So I digress, I guess. I feel like Spirit just wants you to just say what you mean and mean what you say and say it with your whole entire chest. Okay. Teachings. It says the land, the trees, the tides are talking. The tides, bitch. Did I not say that an island might pop up that has been hidden? Now, in this card, it says sometimes she whispers and sometimes she rages, but there's no denying she speaks. In a language of lace-trimmed waves, in a diction of daisies, she shares her secrets. Wise old sage, Mother Gaia, with her with her magenta moons, her mushroom medicine, she reminds us that the trees have their own tales to tell. Ooh. She breathes in butterflies, exhales evergreens, births in soil. She has much to say, much to teach. Will you listen? Will you learn? Ooh, what is Spirit trying to say? The earth about to start talking. I'm telling you, stuff is missed. Okay. All right. Now, this deck is very beautiful. It's a poetry deck. It's very poetic. And these are the creators, viewers of our very own channel. Christina Ambrosia and Janie, I think, Janie Walland. I know that's right, ladies. I don't know if she still watches the channel, but shout out to you, ladies. This is a very artistic deck. And it's very poetic. And it's definitely very much so. I feel the vibe of the deck is very earthy. It definitely centers around the awakening of the feminine, which even some of you masculines need, because that's what is lacking when it comes to accountability and being empathetic of everyone around you. And I'm not digging at you, but I'm just saying, digging the scene, digging on you, digging on me, baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby. It's all I got. It's all I got. I gotta be in love with something. In the cool on a Sunday afternoon, I was chilling with my crew, and I just wanted you to calm down. That's why I was singing to your ass. Relax, okay? But I just wanted to go ahead and tell you, sometimes we need to be able to tap into that feminine so that we can understand what's going on. And Mother Earth is definitely about to tell folks what the fuck going on. They're not ready because all these men think. Let me get. Okay. Move on. What else does Pisces need to know? We're going to use these cards since they just decided to pop up. And Pisces, you know what too? Some of y'all might go missing on somebody. Some of y'all might just bloop, bloop. You know those little, because what I'm seeing is those little radar things that be on ships or on planes, and they go around and they're basically like scanning the sky or scanning the ocean, scanning the sea. And then when you see on a submarine or something like that, or on a plane or on a ship that something is coming or something is in the airspace or whatever, you see the little blip come in, and then it turns around and the blip got closer, and then it turns around and the blip got closer. That's what I'm getting with y'all. Some of you guys, whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter, okay? Some of you guys are like the blip on somebody's map, and they may be kind of like chasing you. I feel like it's a whole situation where they're either trying to chase you or they're trying to stay in the... They're trying to stay in the general vicinity of where it is that you are, but then all of a sudden they think that they have their sights on you, or they think that they have cornered you, or I don't know what the fuck they thought, but this may not be anything negative. It could just be a situation where that's just the vibe. But it's like someone is kind of seeing you in this little bloop, bloop thing. And then all of a sudden, when the thing turns around again, you're gone. So some of you may go missing. And somebody's going to be trying to figure out why. And for a lot of you, this is a person who is trying to keep tabs on you. And this could be energetic or psychic or astral when it comes to like the little radar thing. But it could also just be somebody who be watching you. Maybe somebody who's interested in you. It doesn't have to be negative. Okay. What does Pisces need to know, Spirit? Ooh, withdrawn. See, look at that. Look, what did I just say? I'm going through a transformation and it hurts. Wow, we are telepathically connected. Damn. What did I just say? What did I just say? Okay. I know I'm not the best teacher. I know sometimes I can improve. I know that sometimes I'm cold or detached or harsh or rather unpleasantly blunt. I understand. And I know that sometimes it rubs y'all the wrong way. But Spirit is tired of pussyfooting around with y'all. Okay? Okay? And I feel like they will shut me up when the majority of y'all start paying the fuck attention. Because a lot of y'all still be watching and your mind and your heart and your soul is in the wrong fucking place. And I don't know why they using me like this. I don't know why God, Father and Mother, in the sky and of the earth, I don't know why they chose me to be who I am the way I am. But one thing you gonna do is stop playing with me, okay? And you gonna stop playing with these spiritual people out here, these actually tapped in, tuned in, turned on souls that are trying to tell y'all what you need to be focusing on. So when I speak, even if I'm not using cards, open your goddamn ears. Because you start to energetically look like a fool when you don't pay attention to the things that you feel ain't important. Pay attention. And for those of you who are paying attention, that's exactly why the fuck you are withdrawing. A lot of you are transforming. A lot of you guys are elevating. A lot of you guys are going to another level that a lot of folks is not going to be able to reach. And a lot of folks, they don't even want to go. So it's more room for you. It's like when you go into the Delta Lounge or you got the flight perks from the platinum cards. That's what I'm getting. Some of y'all might get some black cards, platinum cards, gold cards. I don't know what this is. Some of y'all may get a membership in somewhere that's very, it's a very hot commodity. It's very selective when it comes to who they allow in this particular space. Mm-hmm. That's what Spirit said. They're being real selective about who they allow in your space. And they're being very selective about who's allowed in the spiritually elevated spaces that Source, God, universe is creating for the people who are chosen. Everybody think they're chosen. Everybody ain't fucking chosen. Okay, to be honest with you, not that I don't appreciate my gifts, but I don't care if I'm chosen or not. Because all I need, and why am I hearing these songs? All I need in this life is me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend. Tell me right to the very end. It's me and my boyfriend. Wasn't that Beyonce and Jay-Z? I feel like a lot of you guys who are being elevated and becoming students of Mother Earth and teachers of humans and being very open and unfurling your, wings in this metaphorical situation, y'all don't need very much to be happy. You know what I mean? Cause y'all are aware of how life can just kind of, play with you. And you just, at the end of the day, you just be like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but I just guess that's what it's going to be. And you be fine. You like, well, shit. It is what it is. I might be upset about it. You might get mad. You might, stomp your feet, throw a little fit. But at the end of the day, you be like, listen, it is what it is. And at the end of the day got to do what? End. Okay. Thank you. So there's a transformation that you're going through and somebody can feel your energy pulling away. Wow. What else does Pisces need to know? Ooh, power hungry in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys are also pulling back from an energy or a situation where somebody was trying to be competitive with you and you're not feeding into the competition. I see you in my dreams all the time. And I feel like the black sheep of my family. Why did I almost say Why did I almost say I feel like the black guy of my family? Not the black guy. I feel like the black guy in the movie. Somebody feels like they always get eliminated first. They always get, kicked off first, knocked out first. That's crazy. Oh, man. Yep, in the movie of life, somebody feels like they always get the short end of the stick pretty much, or they're always like ostracized or treated weirdly. I feel like someone can't control the fact that they see you in their dreams. It's like a weird situation. It feels like someone thinks that you may be doing something, but I don't think that they're like accusing you. It feels more like when this person goes to sleep, it's kind of like an uncontrollable situation. I almost said controllable. So I feel like they may think it's uncontrollable, but they could be thinking about you in a situation. I also feel like somebody could be having a dream about you, but they don't have any like power in the dream. So it's like, it may feel like they can only observe you in the dream, or it may feel like they can only like speak to you in the dream, but they can't touch you, or maybe they can look at you, but they can't speak to you. It kind of feels like someone is having a dream that kind of feels like sleep paralysis or something like that. That power hungry in reverse. I also feel like you guys are just pulling back from some type of competition, or you may have even been holding yourself back because you don't want that. You don't want to necessarily be in that focal point. I just feel like a lot of you guys do not ask for a lot. A lot of you guys who are resonating with this, y'all don't ask for a lot. Y'all don't necessarily want the whole world and everything the fuck else. But everybody wants to chastise you for the little bit that you're asking for. Like, I can't even ask for a little bit. I don't even really go hard. I don't even really come at y'all at 100%. I don't even really show y'all how much talent I actually have. I don't really, portray how fire I am. But y'all still want me to get lower and try to humble myself and bend my back more than I already am. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the entirety of your mouth the fuck up. Because that don't even make no sense. I feel like a lot of you guys are starting to let the full capacity of your gifts and your talents show, because you're tired of people telling you that you need to sit down even lower than you already are. Like, bitch, I'm already on the floor. I'm already giving you the upper hand by minimizing myself and silencing myself. I'm already on the fucking floor, bitch. What you want me to do? Bury myself? That's what somebody I feel like wants you to do. Or a lot of people may have, tried to get you to do that in the past. And I feel like a lot of y'all, the crazy part, the tea, a lot of y'all did bury yourselves. But because God created you the way that you were created, for the purpose in which you were created for, Even when you did bury yourself, bitch, all you did was grow because you a seed. So now they mad at you because they told you to bury yourself and you did it and then you grew and now they still mad. Like, pick a struggle. What else does Pisces need to know? Ooh, somebody got a sex addiction, honey. I feel like somebody likes bondage or BDSM situations. Somebody's got a sex addiction to weird sex. Like, somebody's got a sex addiction to weird sex. They want to be with somebody who don't want to be with them. Who's like subservient. That's what this is giving. Ooh, child. That's why these cards was. That's why the spirit said you ain't gonna use these cards for a while. Okay, codependency. See what I'm saying? I was sexually abused. Oh wow. So we getting a lot of tea. So basically, there's a person here. There's an energy that is being picked up on. I said, what do you need to know? So you need to know that there's a person here who technically it's kind of like they're codependent on you, but it feels like they want you to be codependent on this. The type of person who dibbles and dabbles in pedophilia. This the type of person who dibbles and dabbles in rape. And if they don't literally act it out or act on those tendencies or those temptations or those fantasies in their mind, acting out those fetishes, then they do it in other ways. So they're watching that type of porn. They are fantasizing those types of thoughts. And it's weird because they want whoever they are with to be in a position of subservience where they don't have any power. And they're withdrawn. So who the fuck wants to have sex with somebody who's powerless and withdrawn? A predator. That's who. And it comes from whatever sexual abuse that they, I feel like, dealt with as a child. And I feel like the reason why they were the black sheep of the family was because the family knew that they were the one as a child who was chosen by some other predator to be victimized. And that goes into the diluted psychological disassociation or deformities that people create. Kind of like women. It was this one starlet back in the day. Old Hollywood, right? Can't remember her name. But Karina Lude is definitely, if you like watching facts about old starlets and she don't use AI, she makes her videos. I don't know if she uses AI now, but I just really enjoy her channel. But there was a starlet where her mom kind of like forced her into fame or pushed her into fame. And her dad, I don't know if her dad left or if he passed away or what happened. But the starlet as a child was a young starlet who was pushed into fame by her mother, and she was basically the breadwinner of the family. And then when the mother found a spouse, the man was sleeping in the bed with the mama and the daughter was sleeping in the middle. And while the daughter was in the bed, the man was fondling the daughter while the mama was in the bed. And it's like, and then it's like, then the daughter and the mama had a resentful relationship because the mama resented the daughter for being chosen by the husband when she didn't even want that. And she was little. She didn't know the child. You see what I'm saying? So it was some type of jealousy and envy that a person experienced because they were chosen by a predator. And they feel ostracized from their family. Okay. Now, if it's not that twisted, it's a situation where the family don't like to deal with them because the family may be trying to hide the predator and protect the predator. And whoever this person is was singing like a canary and talking about the predator and talking about how the predator needs to get their stuff together. Kind of like that situation that happened with the Braxtons. where what's her name? Which Braxton was it that was married to that weird man who was then the niece came out and said that he, was grooming her and all that type of stuff. It could be that as well, to where when the victim, whoever this is that we picking up on, when the victim spoke on the predator, the family was irritated because they didn't want to be embarrassed. They didn't want their family's name to be tarnished. They just wanted to keep protecting the predator by speaking amongst it to themselves, but sweeping it under the rug. And they want to be the type, when everybody come to the family cookout and the reunion, and say, oh yeah, that's cousin Ed over there, Edward. Don't let your babies be in the room with him by themselves. That type of stupid shit. Okay? So, you either need to know that this is the type of person that's around you, or that you're going to come in contact with something like this. I don't know what it's about. I don't know why, but we going to see. Child. And this could just be something that you're hearing about in the news. This could be something that's, happening publicly, that comes out and, people find out about it and all that type of stuff. I don't necessarily like to do these types of readings, but I ain't no punk ass bitch. And if it's a situation that needs to come out, then that's just what needs to come out. And if it ain't your reading, don't worry about it. Click off. It's okay. It really is okay. Okay. Why does Pisces need to know this? Why is this coming up? I feel like a part of this with the teaching card and the unfurl card with her boobies out, because I'm going to cover her boobies up. But I feel like a part of the reason why this is coming up is because I feel like Spirit really wants you to... I feel like Spirit really wants you to teach people about these types of situations in a way where you help prevent trafficking. Like, some of y'all are meant to be a hindrance or a blockage to trafficking, molestation, rape, abuse. And we can't talk about those types of things, but we gotta censor our mouth when we talk about those types of subjects, even though they're happening. We can't talk about them, but we can experience them and we can deal with them. That's what our world has come to. Is that in spaces and places where we're supposed to be learning from each other and we're supposed to be evolving as a community, and there's all this community and social media, but on none of these platforms can we openly and honestly talk about the negative effects of rape, molestation, pedophilia, and incestuous behavior that is common in so many of our experiences. Maybe you're the one who's supposed to block it, because they want us not to talk about it so bad. But why you not dealing with the problem then? Why does Pisces need to know this? If you guys want to donate or contribute to the channel, my PayPal is linked in the description box below. Also, my Zelle is linked below. This is probably going to get demonetized, you guys. So if you could donate, or if you would like to donate, or if you want to book a reading to assist with the monetization that I may miss out on in this reading, I would greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, because some of you may be like, well, she ain't got to talk about that type of stuff, but that's exactly what they want you to say. That's what they want you to say, so that we can keep sweeping it under the rug, and all these crusty, pasty motherfuckers who are targeting children freely can keep on having their fantasies fulfilled by a minor. I'm on 1. I'm on 2. I might even be on 3. So if you want to donate, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, that's cool. That's fine. We're going to continue. Why does Pisces need to know about this? Oh, wow. So you may be moving to a neighborhood where you're around a convicted, I wanted to say felon. There could be somebody on neighborhood watch or there's some type of development with neighborhood watch or something like that, or there could be a report in your area about someone who is a predator on the offenders list or something like that. Some of you may need to pay attention to the neighborhoods you move to by looking at the offenders list, looking at the neighborhood watch, looking at whatever. I don't know, child. Oh my God, not child at the bottom. And journey. Wow. What the fuck? There could be a kidnapping that happens, or there could even be like a mystery that's solved. Like, I'm getting like JonBenet Ramsey type shit. JonBenet. Which that was a weird ass story if you go back and look at it. There could be like when I said, something that was missing is going to be found, that could mean so many different things. But this could be literally, I was picking up on trafficking. I don't know, child. If any of you had like a missing child situation, first of all, my condolences to you. I'm not trying to trigger you, but like, your child might be found, and I don't know what the situation is going to be. Some of you guys need to be very watchful over your smaller children. Not be a helicopter parent, because that's not going to help anything either. But just be very mindful and aware and communicative with your children, because unfortunately, people have made certain decisions in our government in the United States. I had a conversation with my sons last night. Like, hey, did y'all hear what was going on? Yeah, they heard what was going on. They're, with their dad right now. So, dad is talking to them as he should. And, pretty much I told them, like, look, I said, now do you see why I am the way I am with you? And they were like, yeah, we know, we get it. And we appreciate you, Mom. I was like, wow, like that really, it hit me right there in my heart. So I told them, like, everything's going to work out the way it's meant to. You don't have to be worried or scared about anything. The point is right now that all you need to do is just make sure that you keep your eyes open, keep your head on the motherfucking swivel. Stay vigilant. Watch out for your little brother. And if you see something that looks strange, or you see someone that looks strange, don't ignore it. If you pick up on something that your brothers don't see, or that your dad don't see, or that your uncle or grandpa don't see, say something. And don't be afraid to speak up just because you feel like you a kid. I say, y'all not kids no more. Y'all are teens. And it doesn't mean that you're a grown up, and it doesn't mean that you don't deserve innocence. But it does mean that now you have an upgraded level of responsibility. So enjoy your summer, but also pay attention. And they were like, yep, we got it. They good. You get what I'm saying? They good. That's why when people, all this soft ass, gentle parenting ass shit. No, sometimes you got to tell your kid, hey, when you walking outside, look around so that don't nobody snatch you up and kidnap you. That's some real ass shit. And back in the day, the latchkey kid era, where all the kids was, outside and just, no parents around. They just had free autonomy and independence. I know that people are weird, and I know it's a lot of crazy folks out here, but like that, I feel that time created, this level of intelligence within young people that we are missing. And it kind of feels like with this card, because this child card talks about possibly a child, somebody having a baby, but it also talks about innocence. Okay. So some of you may be moving out of negative neighborhoods to protect your child's innocence. But I also feel like, I was very innocent, even though I wasn't. Like, there's different levels of innocence. It's like, when I was younger, my innocence was protected from predators because my mom told me the truth about what people might do. I didn't get violated until I was older and making dumb decisions. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to blame myself because, folks make decisions, whatever. But what I'm saying is, it feels like there's a situation here where somebody is fantasizing about a person's child. And it's weird. And I think that some of y'all, especially with young children, and I'm not saying boys or girls. It's a little girl on the card, but I don't give a damn. It's boys and girls. Because if you look back in Rome, ancient Rome, what was that Emperor Nero or some stupid this goofy was so delusional and insane that he changed a whole teenage boy into a girl and married him and forced him to be the first transgender. Okay? And that's not factual. But what I'm saying is the story is true. I don't know if he was the first transgender, but that's what happened. So what I'm saying is some of y'all need to have some real conversations with your real kids or grandkids, or you need to have conversation with your children who are grown, who have kids, and, you know, talk to them about what they're talking about with their grandkids, with your grandkids. Because there's some situations that are popping off. Some stuff is coming to the surface, and we need to use these as teachable moments. Some of y'all may be moving to a nicer neighborhood or a more safe neighborhood that could be at a distance because you may feel that the current area that you live in is dangerous. Or there could be some type of influx in missing children. Okay, like back in the day, the Atlanta situation, the missing boys in Atlanta. Okay, it's some shit, y'all. And that child card was card number 18. That's a 9. The change card is a card number 9, and then the journey was a 10. One more card for what Pisces needs to know. 19. Look at that. Another 10. Yeah. And some of y'all, this is a situation where if you've gone through this and you feel withdrawn because you were in a situation where you were victimized at a young age and your innocence was stolen, the part of your journey that you're on right now is so that you can release this and let it go and then heal whatever sex addictions have been caused by this behavior. Because I'm not about to sit here and judge anybody because I have my own life experiences that I've had to deal with and that I'm still having to learn how to navigate and deal with and heal. Okay. But I do feel like some of you guys are being asked to address or assess what causes you to be withdrawn and possibly feel powerless in situations so that you can move forward from it, because I can't tell you how to do that. Nobody can tell you how to do that. Some of you guys feel like you're powerless over a sex addiction or porn addiction, and you may watch things that are a bit, what is it? What's the word? Not kinky, but like you may watch things that are, I don't know what the word is. Risque? Not risque. It's kind of like, I'm looking for a different word. But y'all understand what I'm saying. You may watch things that are frowned upon. Different, okay? There could be a feminine energy here who is passing away. Some of you may adopt a child who lost their mother, and they may have gone through some type of trafficking or abuse of some kind. And there's some type of legal matter that's being decided here, or a will that's being read after the passing of a feminine energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like there is an ending that's coming to a cycle here. The main female in the situation, I feel like, passed. So it kind of feels like somebody's daughter or somebody's mother passed away. And there's some legal issues that are finally coming to an end. I feel like there's hope in a situation that could have been, riddled with a little bit of negativity, sadness, challenges, things like that. But I feel like the situation is coming to a close, or there's some type of completion here, because not only did we see the journey card, which is a 10, but the coffin card is a 19, which is a 10. We also saw the 2 9s with the 18 on the child and the 9 on the change card. And the adjudication card, to me, symbolizes the ending of something, because it's like a judge or a magistrate making a final decision or judgment over some type of dispute or situation where mediation needed to be involved. Okay. Ooh. What is this? What else is this? Abundance. Interesting. Union. Interesting. Wow. And karmic partner. Yeah, so Spirit is trying to, what you need to know right now is that there's a karmic partner here who's trying to come into your life, or that you may encounter in the near future, who is wanting to connect with you because of some type of abundance that they know that you have, or like we saw in the cards earlier, that they telepathically can sense. There is a card that is upside down in here. Did y'all just see it? I saw it. There it is. Ooh, there it is. Oh, so this motherfucker broke. Look at that. The one card that was upside down. And thief. Sheesh. What the hell? Okay. Broke ass nigga. Trying to steal your stuff. Yep. This is somebody who's going to move fast with you. Too fast. Because they may want to fondle your kids. I'm just keeping it a bean, y'all. It's something that, you got to understand. When you're a mother or father who's out here dating, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. The rich man was in reverse. Okay. Some of these women be out here looking for men with kids because they're predators. Some of these men be out here looking for women with kids because they're predators. Okay. So if somebody wants to come into your life and you're a parent and they moving fast and getting too close to your kids, it's a no. Even if you don't have children, but you got money and businesses and wealth, it's a no. What else? Intimacy in reverse. A lot of you guys are being blessed. You have abundance because you're keeping your sacral chakra and your solar plexus and your root chakra closed off to infiltration. You ain't fucking nobody. Okay? We have the sex addictions card and we have the sexual abuse card. If you are intimate with someone at this time, for those of you who feel like, hey, I might need to listen to this for some reason. This reading kind of makes me feel like I might need to at least keep it in the archive. Okay. And you're doing something with yourself to become successful. Some of your abundance is connected to the fact that you do not become intimate with people. Okay. Justice. That's your justice. Because it's taking you in a new direction. Okay, there's definitely something legal going on here, which is going to either require travel or it's going to allow for travel. I don't know what that means. All right. If you decided to make a different decision or go in a new direction when it comes to a situation with someone who you felt disconnected to, or you felt was imbalanced mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and you were like, you know what, this person is giving me weird vibes. This person is throwing me off. This person is, being weird or whatever. And you just did a 180 and you pivoted and you, instead of feeding into the situation, moved on from the situation, it may have thrown someone off. Like I said, you went missing. I feel like if you went missing because somebody gave you the heebie-jeebies, I feel like you made the right decision. If you turn someone down for sex, or you decided not to get to know a person any further, whatever, I feel like you made the right decision. Okay. One more card for Pisces. Wow, justice again. What the fuck is going on? We have the justice card, the adjudication card, and the justice seeker. It says, as you dig deeper and explore the truth, you'll discover that things are not as clear cut as you previously thought. Yeah. Okay. Some of you could be divorcing someone. Some of you could just be ending a contract or a cycle of some kind, because you feel like a child needs to be removed from a home, or you feel like you're deciding to choose your child or your kid over like a relationship. I don't know what this is. Something is crazy though. The empath says you can sense or understand the emotions and thoughts of others. Trust what your intuition is telling you. I'm telling you. Okay, guys. Okay. We've got to protect the children. We've got to do better to protect the children. Stop letting your fucking kids be around strangers. I'm not judging you. I want the children safe. I want to do better. I want you guys to do better. I want us all to set an example for the collective, because we're powerful enough to make a change. Somebody's arguing outside. I'm sick of these teenagers. I wish they would go find some business and handle it. But, I can't control them. Because he said he not playing. He dead ass. They arguing about a girl or somebody. Either they arguing about their sister, their mama, or their girlfriend. He did more than his part. I'm sorry, y'all. They just yelling, and it's just so irritating. It's like, ooh. The diviner, hidden treasures will be revealed to you. Pay attention to the signs and omens around you. The odds are in your favor. If you're seeking some type of justice for a situation where your child was abused, where you were abused as a child, or where there was some type of predator that people were trying to protect, I feel like you are becoming successful, or you will have some type of justice. Good fucking Lord. And Snowflake is in the window with her paw in the window. So I don't want to push the window closed because her whole body is in the window. Ooh. Oh my God. They got to be right here. Just so loud, child. I know we've been in this reading for a long time, y'all. And I just, I gotta say what I gotta say. There could be somebody who's going on trial for doing some weird things, trafficking, things like that. There's a feminine energy that passed away though. Somebody died. A woman died. But Spirit is trying to show you some type of signs and synchronicities about what's going on underneath the surface. And they want you to use your empathy, the skills that you have as an empath, your intuition, okay, and your investigation skills to dig deeper and see what's going on. And you're going to start to be, the truth is going to start to be revealed to you through signs, synchronicities, omens. And I feel like that pushes the odds of a situation in your favor, because you can point out things that other people can't see. It's kind of like Perry Mason. So you could be a lawyer. Some of y'all may be a lawyer. That could be why I'm picking up on this type of stuff. You may start taking on cases that have to do with child welfare, defects, child trafficking, dealing with predators, child protective services, something like that. Okay. See, I don't be wanting no smoke with people, because I know sometimes I be loud. But sometimes I just be want to tell people like, hey guys, you know, can you, you know. But then, you know, then everybody get mad because you can't tell nobody nothing about themselves, because then everybody gets so sensitive. Child. High Priestess and the King of Wands. Your intuition is strong about a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Possibly. Okay. What is this change card and the coffin card? What's the change card and the coffin card, Spirit, when it comes to this message? Somebody lied about a person's death. Or this could also be a painful ending when it comes to like moving, relocating, traveling, having to leave a situation behind. Oh. This could also be the passing of a child. Like somebody may have to move out of a house that they lived in with their child and their child has passed away. Or someone may have to leave the house that they lived in with their spouse, their wife, their mother, and this person passed away. It's like the court is making a decision in regards to the outcome of a situation. So I don't know if this is a divorce and custody is being decided, or if this is a parent passing away and custody for a child is being decided. I don't know if this is like a situation where there's a lot of pain, and because someone passed in a house or passed away in a particular house and there's too many memories, or maybe they didn't pass away in the house but their stuff is still there. Somebody feels like they have to leave and go. Okay, Nine of Wands and the King of Swords. Yeah, it's like somebody's trying to heal their pain from the past. One more card for the Three of Swords. Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's either someone has to walk away from this home and it's causing a lot of pain because the cycle is ended, or someone is being forced to come back to this place where all this pain took place. Seven of Pentacles. There's pain. There's a location where the pain is like reminiscent. And then there's a journey of either going back to that place or having to leave that place. That's what it is. Seven of Pentacles and the Sun. It's like there's so many things. That's so crazy. It feels like there's so many things that remind a person of what was happening or what was taking place. What the fuck is this? Okay. Because I really did not want this reading to be long like this. I really don't be wanting these readings to be long, but it's at this point, I'm going to stop trying to make them short, because it seems like Spirit don't want that to happen anyway. Six of Pentacles. I definitely feel like there's something that a person can't let go. And it feels like some of y'all are the people who can't let something go. And I'm not saying you should just let it go like it didn't mean anything. I just feel that you keep thinking. I keep hearing that song by Nelly and that country singer where he was like, and it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I can't keep picturing you with him. And I can't take it, and I can't shake it now. I can't wait to see you. Gotta spend my time being mad about the same thing over and over again. About the same thing. Y'all remember that song? It's all in my head. That's what I keep thinking in my head. I feel like there's been a lot of time and energy investing in a situation over and over again with somebody who just causes you pain, or there's been a lot of time dwelling on things that have happened in the past. It's just like, what the fuck is this? You're getting some type of justice though, because I feel like you're detaching from something and going in a new direction. And I just, why is Pisces getting this message? The Fool, you're free of it. Good Lord. Whatever this is, whoever this is, whatever the situation is, has taken up way too much of your time, space, energy, life, thoughts, everything. It's just too much. 10 of Swords. Yep. And the 10 of Pentacles. This could be a family betrayal. This could be a divorced spouse betrayal. This could be anything. But whatever it is, I feel like you are letting it the fuck go, because, child, if I could tell you how exhausted the fuck I am with this reading, I feel like somebody just wants you to keep thinking about this shit. What's the Fool? All right. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. Because I feel like that 8 of Cups came out reversed. And I flipped it upright because I felt energetically that you all were walking away. That's what I'm saying. And this goes back to what I feel with the whole you going missing thing and somebody not picking up on your energy, and like the power that they have over you is not as strong because you've detached. It feels like somebody wants you to keep thinking about something that's over and done with, that you already supposed to have moved on from. Somebody may want you dead because of this. Like, it's just some weird ass shit, bro. It's some weird ass shit. But in my soul, I'm like, okay, no, I feel like it's supposed to be upright. But in reality, it came out in reverse. But now you have this 8 of Cups coming up upright with the Fool, the Lovers, and the World. You walking away and choosing to end a cycle, making a good choice, mind you, to end a cycle that has been happening over and over again, like, and I don't know what the fuck going on. Gemini is involved. Aries could possibly be involved. You could also have a Scorpio or a Virgo involved. That was maybe even an Aquarius, a Libra, Leo, Taurus. That's crazy. We have the World and the Fool. Ending a cycle and choosing to walk away, or walking away and choosing to end the cycle. Whichever way you want to slice it, it's still cake. Some of y'all got some fat asses, because I just heard cakes. And the 8 of Cups is, that look at my ass while I walk away. Okay. If you know, you know. Somebody's thinking about your ass. That's what I'm saying. It's some weird ass shit. Hidden treasures will be revealed to you, though. So pay attention to the signs and omens around you. The odds are in your favor. And that's what I'm saying. We saw the 9 of Wands with the King of Swords coming out with the 3 of Swords. Strong Libra energy. Somebody has abused you so much that you do not want to talk to them. And all they want you to do is come back. There's hope for you guys, though. I feel like y'all should be hopeful. Y'all should be optimistic. I feel like somebody really wants you dead, so they can like cash in on some insurance policy, cash in on a will that you don't know about. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I feel like for a long time, though, honestly, you guys, I don't know who you are or who's dealing with this, but I feel like somebody definitely has taken out some type of will on you and forged your signature so that when you die, they'll get a bunch of money. Not sure who that goes for, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, that's the case, because it always comes up because for some reason somebody did, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to hate somebody and want them dead, but it feels like there's a reason. And with the adjudication, the justice card, the justice seeker, it kind of feels like somebody knows that if you're dead, they'll get a payout. And the Ten of Swords just came out with the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. It's like if somebody is able to kill you or stress you to death, then they'll be free of financial obligations that are holding them down. But this is abuse. 9 of Wands. You've already won the game. You beat the level. You beat the big boss. They not even really a boss, truthfully. You know how when you play video games and you think you battling the big boss and they look real scared, but they really weak? Yeah. You were determined to end the cycle. You did not want to give up. But you were very determined and you saw it through to the end. You didn't want this person's power, but you took it because you had to, because they backed you into a corner. But you were determined to end the cycle and you did not give up. You kept trying every single thing that you could do. You kept trying, kept trying, kept trying. You never gave up. You never backed down. You kept your courage up. You kept your strength and your willpower up. And all of a sudden, you about to be free. And I feel like it's a big, like, lump sum of money coming in. It's like the further away, the more you withdraw, the more you detach, the more you get away from this situation and this person, the more comes to you as far as a reward. High Priestess again. And the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. This is definitely some fucking spell work shit. I also feel like you are very capable when it comes to your intuition and your empath skills, to where you could do it for a living. Like, a lot of us Pisces could be spiritual practitioners. A lot of us, I feel, were spiritual practitioners and, you know, spell workers in past lives, you know. And we just have to choose in this lifetime if we're going to use it for good or use it for bad. And I feel like we were the types of people to be like in the, you know, I just heard King Solomon, whatever the fuck that means. Okay. But we were the ones who were in like the temples and we had all the knowledge and, you know, all that type of stuff, to where it's still ingrained within our psyches. To where you don't have to read a book to know what the fuck is going on. I don't have to study psychology to understand people's mind, but I have to say that I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. Disclaimer below. Because by the idiots of modern day the idiots who are in control of modern day standards, you got to get the degree because the piece of paper is what makes it important. The piece of paper is what makes it count. No, that's because you stupid. Because you needed that piece of paper to know it. But I was born knowing it, bitch. I digress. I feel like a lot of you guys know that somebody was doing some type of work on you. So I said, why are you getting this message? It's because you've ended the cycle. You about to be free. Okay, so what's hidden that Pisces does not see? Queen of Swords. Ooh, who is this? King of Pentacles and the Death card. I feel like somebody's about to get cut off. I feel like this Queen of Swords is the person who's in the Death card. That's what I automatically felt. Like this King of Pentacles is dealing with this Queen of Swords, but this Queen of Swords about to cut them off. Somebody's telling the person like, hey, I either have to cut you off. I can no longer be your counselor, your lawyer, your confidant or whatever. Or this person is being warned about the fact that somebody's changing. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's like a man has a lawyer and the lawyer is a woman, and the woman tells the man like, hey, King of Pentacles, whatever you've acquired, whatever you've been able to conquer, whatever conquest that you've made towards success, whatever stability that you've created in your life, hey, I'm just letting you know it's about to change. Death card. Your situation about to change. What's the Queen of Swords? Okay. Three of Cups. Page of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. There's some type of information that's being discovered about like a lot of money or a home or a family dynamic. I feel like it's something that someone has been like trying to hold on to. It's something that hasn't been said or talked about. Because usually the Justice card has a sword in the tarot. But in this deck, the Death card that we just saw had a sword. Right? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that person is the justice, like the transformation or the change that's happening is what's creating the justice, or the justice is creating the transformation or the change. I don't know. What the heck? Oh my God, there's so many noises. What's the Queen of Swords? The Three of Swords. See, that's what I'm saying. It's something. Wow. Three of Cups, Three of Swords, Pisces in March, Libra, possibly Aquarius. I'm getting as well. Virgo, Libra, Pisces in March. And I'm also saying Aquarius for some reason, but Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Yeah. It's like something that's unspoken, something that hasn't been spoken about, or something that someone was sworn to secrecy about, or something that someone's been keeping inside, holding in. It's like someone is remote viewing a situation. I feel like there's somebody here spying or remote viewing a situation to get information. This is kind of weird. I'm not exactly sure what this is, y'all. Oh. It's like someone's having a premonition or a prophecy, or they're remote viewing. Astral projecting. Someone's learning about some type of pain that was celebrated. It's like if you were going through pain, or if someone was experiencing a painful situation, there was a group of people who were celebrating this. And it's like with the High Priestess, the Page of Swords was just before this, with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And then we had the King of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords and the Death card. It's like, it kind of feels like someone is either using someone to create spell work and spying on a person's life so that they can try to create a downfall and change their destiny. Or it's like a person who has the gift or the ability to look into what someone's been doing, and they see through psychic means that they were plotting and planning and strategically trying to set up a person for their downfall. It kind of feels like either one of those, right? It could be the bad guy spying to cause a downfall, or the quote unquote good guy seeing finally that this behavior was done. It feels like it's an open loop to where you can kind of see it on both sides. So if like somebody was spying on you, you can also look through the same portal that they created to spy on you to look at what they're doing. And it's kind of a weird like loop that I don't want to talk about. It's crazy. What is the ultimate outcome from this situation for Pisces? Wow. Ace of Swords and the Empress. Some of y'all are definitely going to have some type of victory or success in this situation. Again, the odds are in your favor on that card. It's like somebody was supposed to tell you something that they didn't tell you. Like, I don't know if this was a friend who should have told you something. Like, maybe they were given a message and they didn't deliver it to you, or they saw something that they didn't speak up about. It just feels like somebody has information that was painful, that they were either reveling in and trying to use against you, or that they should have told you about and they didn't, which ultimately turned them into some type of kind of like enemy or something. It's very strange. Four of Pentacles. The ultimate outcome for Pisces that you don't see coming. That's what I was just about to say with the Two of Swords. I feel like you're just going to find out the truth that somebody's been trying to hide from you about your money or wealth, or something that was owed to you being held down. This could even be about someone at your job or in your career trying to suppress you, shadow ban you, block you, keep people from seeing you. It's like whatever that person was sitting on top of in the Four of Pentacles is the Empress and the Ace of Swords. Like, they want to keep the truth about you hidden. They want to keep the truth hidden from you. Like, that's what it feels like. What's the Empress and the Ace of Swords, though? Queen of Cups and the Six of Swords. This could even be the truth about your mother. There could be something going on with your mother. Some of you could have, your mother could be going through something like an illness that they know about, but they know it would cause pain and they don't want to cause pain. So they're choosing to keep it to themselves because they don't want for their family to be upset by a diagnosis or something like that. Kind of like the situation. It's not really the same, but I was just watching John Wick last night, child. I fell asleep on it. But you know how his wife was like battling cancer, I guess? I don't know, child. But she ended up falling down, getting sick, being in the hospital. They pulled the plug. It kind of feels like some of you guys have a family member, a mother figure who is ill. And they don't want to tell you because they don't want people to get upset. I'm seeing so many different things. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this reading, bro. I don't know if it's you, if it's your kid, if it's your mama. I don't know who this is, but there's a woman here who either knows that they're about to die or has already passed. And there's information either about this feminine energy's passing, the details about their passing, the details about their death, or the details about their illness that were being hidden that I feel like you're going to find out about For some of you, this is also a plot to murder someone that has been going on either spiritually or literally, and that plot is being discovered. You may find out that someone was poisoned and that's the cause of their death. There could be some type of insurance fraud here when it comes to a situation where someone passed away. It feels like there was a plot to off someone, or there was a plot to cash in on life insurance, or there was a plot to take someone out and then they would be compensated through some type of policy or something like that. I feel like some of you may have a passed on ancestor, loved one who is guiding you toward the truth about this if this happened to them. But it feels like somebody is telling the truth about how someone passed, or somebody's telling the truth about the plot to take someone's inheritance, their money. Ooh, child, 8 of Swords. Somebody could be going to jail, child. It's just a lot. It just feels like a lot. It just feels like a lot, bro. I feel like what you need to know, though, most importantly, is that the cycle is over with. You're entering into a new cycle. You're going in a new direction. A decision, a final decision has been made. What does Pisces need to watch out for in the near future with this situation? The Page of Cups, somebody trying to befriend you, somebody trying to be nice to you, or you need to watch out for like the safety of your kids. Page of Cups. Four of Swords. Strength and the Two of Swords. Yeah, some of y'all have a kid that hasn't told you something, but you can sense that they're holding something back. Pay attention to their artwork. Okay, that tells a lot of stories. A lot of times kids use art to tell how they feel or tell stories. But there's something that somebody's not telling you that you're kind of like, you kind of feel that's what's happening. And this could be about anything. And it started off real heavy, you guys, because I just feel like Spirit wants you to understand that this is about something heavy. But I feel like it could literally be anything. It's definitely something about the Six of Swords. Gemini energy, June born Geminis. And then look, Four of Swords, Two of Swords. In the bag, you see 4 swords behind the cat and 2 swords in front of the cat. There's definitely a situation where somebody is going somewhere or being transported somewhere and they don't know where they're going. They're not being told where they're going, and they may even be like sedated or put to sleep because you have the 4 of Swords here with the 2 of Swords. Or that somebody's not talking about something. Or that somebody can't heal from something because they don't know like all the details of what happened. Oh my God. What's the Page of Cups? King of Cups. 5 of Wands, Magician. Yeah, there's some type of manipulative behavior. Somebody stirring up drama, conflict behind the scenes. I feel like you guys need to watch out for someone who's trying to manipulate you into fighting or arguing with other people, or fighting or arguing with your friends. Fighting and arguing about things that like aren't really important because somebody's trying to stir up some type of drama, and you can sense that somebody's being messy or petty or something like that. Because it's like with the strength card, somebody's trying to throw a rock and hide their hand. Six of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I feel like you got to be careful of who you give information to and who you receive information from. It feels like somebody trying to distract you from your priorities or make you focus on something that's not important. Because it's like they watching. What's this King of Cups, Five of Wands, Magician? Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody could even be trying to use your kid's artwork as like a way to say that you're a negligent parent or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The tables are turning in a situation. Things are shifting. Things are changing. Things are not stable. And because of that shift, someone is making a decision to manipulate an argument or create an argument or start some type of conflict by throwing a rock and hiding their hand. And I feel like it has to do with a friends group or children. Okay. Seven of Pentacles and the King. Not the King, the Queen of Pentacles. That's could be something at work, child. Somebody could even be trying to create situations that cause you to change your mind about something because somebody's waiting for you to change your mind, or I don't fucking know. But somebody's focusing a lot on the decisions that you are making, and it's crazy. I feel like you need to watch out for someone who is like trying to change your mind or trying to convince you to think of someone in a certain way, trying to convince you to believe something that isn't true, telling you something that starts drama or stirs up conflict. Oh, I heard so and so was talking about you, Pisces, because they said this and this and that. Like, there was somebody who commented on one of my videos one time, and they was like, oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck they said. They didn't name any names, though. I know that. It was somebody who got in my comments saying that basically there's another reader who was trying to bite my style, and that they see what somebody was talking about when they said that that reader was setting up their whole situation to look like my situation. But they didn't name no names. You get what I'm saying? And that's like, okay. In my mind, it was funny. Like, I laughed. It was funny because I'm like, okay, what was the point of you saying that? You get what I'm saying? Like, in a younger day or in a younger time, a different time, whatever, it doesn't matter, younger, older, whatever, I would have been like irritated by that. But I'm bringing it up because it kind of correlates to the type of vibe that I'm getting from like what spirit wants you to watch out for. It's like somebody trying to plant seeds of doubt to cause you to change your mind about a decision, or to cause you to become distracted when it comes to what you're manifesting, or to create doubt in your mind about your kids or your friends or your career or something crazy. Because they want to throw a rock and hide their hand. It's like somebody's purposefully keeping information from you because they don't want you to know certain things. Because if you knew certain things, then you would be validated in certain things. And I'm just like, what's the advice? Wow, Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. Interesting. Interesting. Moon card. There's something about a dream that you're going to have. The King of Pentacles. Huh. I feel like Spirit is talking to you through your dreams. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Damn. Did I say Eight of Pentacles? It's the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. What's the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords? The Moon. I feel like whatever's been hidden or whatever you haven't been saying, you about to say it. Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like if you were fearing someone's disappointment in you, or you were fearing rejection, so you weren't saying what it is that you really wanted to say, I feel like that shit is for the birds, bitch. That's out the window right now. Because I feel like there's something here that you know could possibly heal a situation or fix a situation. There's something that you've been pushing down or pushing away, or again, going back to that whole conversation that we had about somebody being upset about you. They wanted you to dim your light so much. They wanted you to kneel down so far that you buried yourself, but then you was a seed and you grew anyway, and they was still mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks gonna be mad regardless. It don't matter what I say. It don't matter what any content creator does or says. There are people who are virtually perfect online and people still have an issue with them. There are people who don't try to bother nobody and they're unproblematic as hell, and people will still have a problem with them. And I tell y'all all the time, I'm a fucking human, bitch. I am healing. I am not healed. So you the fool if you put me on a pedestal. You the one who's the dummy, not me. If you put me on a pedestal up here because you've created some type of identity for me, or you've created some type of standard for me that I'm not even fucking aware of, and then I upset you because I'm not meeting that standard that I'm unaware of, that's you who's the crazy one, not me. I told you about myself. So bitch, if you mad that I did something that you don't like and I don't even know who the fuck you are, that's weird. And we need to address that as a collective. Because not only does it happen in parasocial relationships on social media, but it also happens in real relationships in real life. Where we have this imaginary checklist or this imaginary expectation of people that they know nothing about. And then we get mad when they don't meet those expectations. It's insanity. So for a lot of you guys, to be honest with you, I think that a lot of you guys are moving forward and deciding to speak the truth in a lot of situations. I feel that a lot of you moving forward are going to be brought into a more peaceful place. Spirit is helping guide you to a more peaceful place where you can feel abundant and kind of detached from, I don't know, expectations that people place on you, or the belief that you have to show up in a certain way. Like, if it just feels like you're being freed of these things that have been holding you back, which feels to me like it's you being freed of beliefs that were in your head that people tried to plant seeds of in your mind. Your beliefs are changing, so therefore your decisions are changing, and there's somebody who's going to try to manipulate you into thinking that that's a problem when it's not. Because if your mom and your dad and people in your life have planted seeds to make you think that you should play small and be small so that their ego can be stroked, it's literally put you at a detriment and taking you further away from abundance in your life. Because you're shrinking yourself down, whether it's from the loss of a parent, dealing with a parent who has an illness, being abused as a child, sexually, mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually, whether it's from a marriage that was abusive, whether it was from calculated poverty on your community, where your community was made to feel like they were trash, where there was a calculated effort to put you and people like you in the prison industrial system, or whether there was a concerted effort to get you and your community strung out on drugs, whatever the fuck this is, that people have planted seeds in your mind to make you believe what you are able to do, what you are able to achieve, what you should be willing to accept and not accept is going out of the fucking window. And what you're going to see is somebody, and what Spirit is trying to tell you to watch out for is someone who's trying to manipulate the innocence within you, the creativity within you, to thinking as if you're causing a problem because you're now speaking on things that have been hidden under the surface. You're now speaking on things that people can sense, but they don't want to admit to, or they don't want to see, kind of what I talked about earlier. You're stirring up some shit, Pisces. You're stirring up some fucking shit. And I feel like you're completely calm about it. Look at this. Temperance in the Judgment card. Look at you with your little striped pants on. You see how she matching? You just out here. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Okay, you just out here blowing your little, tooting your little horn, blowing your flute. Maybe a whistleblower. Maybe you a whistleblower. I don't know. But you're doing it in a very balanced and fair way to give people the wake up call that I feel like you were sent here to give people. And I know this was a long ass reading, but listen, I feel like that's just what Spirit want me to do. And there's the Justice card. It's supposed to happen this way so that people can wake up and see the truth, and they gonna come for you. But listen, I suggest that you not give a fuck, because I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you is that you were holding on to a lot of things that, you know, you were made to believe falsely. And that's a part of the plot as well. That's a part of the plot as well. You have a lot of Scorpio energy that we've seen throughout this reading. Judgment, Scorpio, Temperance, Sag, Cancer with the Moon, Sagittarius with the Wheel of Fortune, possibly Gemini or Aries with the Magician, maybe Virgo as well. I also want to kind of say Scorpio. Okay, we have possibly Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius with the Fool card. The World, we could have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini with the Lovers, Virgo, Taurus, Libra with the Empress card, and also Virgo with the Hermit. That's crazy. I feel like this reading is 2 hours long. It is what it is. I'm not about to be pressed. Oh my God, and I just dropped that whole deck. Oh, fuck. I need to hurry up. I done fucked up, y'all. I didn't know. Any final messages? Shit. Any final messages for Pisces? Comply. Okay, so somebody may try to ransom you, devilish person. Someone has intentions that are not in your best interest, so be watchful of who you talk to and talk around. Gossip, rumors. Yeah, somebody's gossiping or gonna gossip. They're trying to get information on you so that they can blackmail you or do something to fuck you up. Just be careful, Pisces. This is crazy. Be careful, but also, you know, I just feel like speak on it. Say what you need to say. Say what you mean and mean what you say, bitch. Okay? What's the advice overall for Pisces? Oh my God, it fell on the floor. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. And then we have, if you're worried you don't have the strength to move on, think of how much strength you're using to hold on. Then redirect that energy and enjoy your motherfucking life, period. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Get in the comments. Remember, Pisces, this is our circle, booze. Bye.